In this short video, I'm going to show you how you can use Copilot within Microsoft 365 to automate some of the process that we engineers usually do, and we can save time by automating these processes. So the first thing that I want to show you is Copilot within Microsoft Word. You have two different ways of accessing Copilot. One would be through the Copilot button, which is under Home tab. When you click on it, there would be a panel opening up right over here that you have access to Copilot, and you can start typing over here, ask your questions about the document. The other way of accessing Copilot would be using this inline Copilot button. When you press it, you can enter your prompt over here and click Generate. So the first thing that we want to do, we want to ask Copilot to summarize another document for us. So you can see that there is a button called Reference Your Content over here. And when you click on it, you can see, you'll see some of the documents that I have access to, including email, PDFs, so on and so forth, right? But there's another way of doing that. If your data is stored on um, SharePoint, Microsoft SharePoint, or OneDrive, you can also actually paste that link over here and it automatically realizes the document and put the documents for you over here. The document that I want to create a summary of is Chapter 16 of NRCS National Engineering Handbook. Let me show it to you. So this is Chapter 16 Hydrographs, NRCS National Engineering Handbook, a very common resource that we use for engineering design in water resources engineering. So as an example, I'm using that PDF, and what I want to do, I'm going to write a prompt that asks Copilot to summarize this document in 2 paragraphs for me. As you can see, this is the prompt that I have written over here. Your prompt can be up to 2,000 words. And again, it looks like the reference went away, so I'm going to, again, copy and paste the link to that for you. I can show to you how it works. So if you go over here and copy the link after a couple of seconds, the link is copied right now, and go back over here, slash, and then paste the link over here. And after a couple of seconds, there we go. That's the document that's been imported over here. All right, oops, once again, for some reason it goes away. There we go. Okay, so once you have your document over here, you can click Generate, and after a couple of seconds, after thinking about it, reading through it, it's going to generate 2 paragraphs as I asked over here that talks about the handbook. If you are happy with this, the quality of this content, you can keep it. If you're not happy, you can regenerate or ask more questions or delete it. So I'm going to regenerate, for example, just to show you that the content that it generates is going to be a little bit different when I regenerate. And then you have the option of going through this document and essentially choose which one you want to pick. So I'm waiting right over here for Copilot to regenerate these 2 paragraphs for me. All right, as you can see, it has regenerated the paragraph for me, and now I can switch between different options, option 1 or option 2. And if I want to keep option 1, for example, I will click keep it, and it will keep it for me. So in addition to PDFs, you can also attach Word documents, PowerPoint, so on and so forth. This is one of the use cases that I um, have when I'm using Copilot within Microsoft 365. Okay. The other use case that I have is when I have a screenshot of a technical model, for example. Let me show you this, for example. This is the screenshot of the Culvert Data Editor. And I usually upload this for Copilot and ask Copilot to summarize the information in this document for me. So the way that this works is essentially by going to the panel, and in the panel, there is a button right over here that you can click and you can upload a photo or paste an image over here. So I'm going to upload this photo that I just showed you, and I'm going to attach a prompt to it. Always remember that the quality of our answer is based on the quality of the prompt that you write. So my prompt is telling Copilot to summarize the information within the Culvert data editor of a grass and write the important information, summarize the important information for me. So when I click send, it is going to take a couple of seconds to analyze the data, convert the image to text, and then gives me a paragraph that converts that into a text. So uh, this is the paragraph. I can copy it and paste it right over here. Okay, so now the other thing is that usually when you have something like this, because in this image, for example, the units for span and rise are not specified directly, you will see that instead of mentioning any units, if I can find it, it specifically talks about, like, look at that, 7.74 units. So if you want Copilot to be able to write the units for you, you can go back and say that the units of length in this document is in feet, and it will change all the data for you to feed. So now let's consider a scenario. I normally, when I'm presenting on this kind of data in my report, I don't write a paragraph about it. What I write about it is a table. So to convert this paragraph into a table, what I do is click on this inline one and write prompt that says that based on the content of the paragraph above, I'm going to say related to the culvert information, generate a clear and descriptive caption for a table. So first I generate the caption of the table, and then I'll generate the table. So this is how it works. So I'm going to generate this, and it's going to come up with a caption. This is caption for, I'm going to first of all keep it. This is caption for table 1, key hydraulic properties and measurements of culvert on Front Street, for example. Okay, and now I have another prompt over here that I paste right over here. This is telling Copilot to create a table based on the information about the culvert over here. So create a well-structured table that presents the properties described in the paragraph above. It's always good to specify which paragraph related to the culvert information. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to click generate, and it is going to create the properties right over here. Perfect. Now, um, I am going to change here, make it a little bit different, and say the units for span and rise in the table is feet. And then adjust the table based on the unit mentioned. Okay, and then I'm gonna ask Copilot to go over the table and create a new table for me. Hopefully this time it's going to, there we go. Now span and rise, you can see that the units are changed, and it's going line by line and modifying different components of the culverts that we had. Well, I could say for upstream and downstream invert elevations, I could do that as well, but you get the idea of what I wanted to show you, and then I'm going to keep it. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you about how to use Copilot within Microsoft 365 to automate some of the process. Now I'm going to talk about Excel. Excel is a little bit different. So in Excel, you do not have this inline Copilot when you are in Copilot. So you don't have this option anymore in Excel. But what you have is the Copilot button. Let me give you an example. So I have a data set that has about 200 different culverts, locations, shape, diameter, span, rise, so on and so forth. Now, this is very common in engineering that the, the information that is presented is missing. So we need to first of all find what kind of information is missing, and then report back to the surveyor or whoever is providing the data for us. But I'm going to use Copilot for that. So first of all, I'm going to select the Copilot panel over here, and it's going to tell me that I have multiple options. For example, I can use advanced analysis that uses Python actually to analyze this data. But at this point, I just want to highlight some of the cells. I don't want to use Python to extract any information on it. So the first thing that I want to do, you can see that some of the pipes are circular, but they are circular, but they're missing diameter, like this one, for example, right? The diameter is missing. So what I want to do, I want Copilot to go through the list of the data, this data that I have over here, and if the diameter of a circular pipe is missing, highlight that cell in red, okay? So in order to do that, I have written a prompt over here. So highlight in red all cells where the shape column is set to circular, but the diameter value is missing, okay? And I'm gonna click send. It is going to work on it and give me the equation that I can manually paste into the equation bar, or it gives me the option to apply what I set right over here. So when I click apply, you will see that automatically all those cells that have circular shape but the diameter is missing are selected in my data. This is very cool and very fast way of analyzing your data to see if you have any missing data, so on and so forth. It gets better than this. So you're going to say that this is pretty easy. You can do some formatting and manually do that, conditional formatting. But now let's do some calculations. Let's say that we do have in this engineering data, we have inlet invert elevation and we have outlet invert elevation, and we have the length of the pipe. So now, based on these three columns, we can calculate the slope of the pipe, right? Because we want to know how many pipes have negative slopes, how many pipe have positive slopes, so on and so forth. So what I'm going to tell Copilot right now is to essentially calculate the slope for me. So I have written a prompt over here that says add a new column, and it will add a new column right after your data where it's selected. That is slope in percentage. And in this column, calculate the slope, and I have given the equation for the slope over here, and make sure that if there is any missing information, do not calculate the slope. What does that mean? For example, look at this one. The invert elevation is missing, so the slope cannot be calculated, right? So in this case, this cell, which will be slope for that row, should be empty, right? So I have written this prompt, and I'm gonna send it to Copilot. Again, it will work on it. It will show you the calculations and the process, and it asks you if you want to insert that column into your data. That's a very easy way of asking Copilot to do some light calculations for you that doesn't require um, Python. And again, it gives you the equation, and you can copy and paste the equation, put it over here, or you can simply insert the column, and you can see that all the slope calculations are over there. When you hover over the cell, you can see that the equation is using inlet elevation, outlet elevation, and the length to calculate the slope in percents. This is another cool example. Now, let's make it a little bit more advanced, and instead of using Excel functionalities, now we're going to use Python to create some graphs. So I'm going to go scroll up and click on Advanced Analysis. It tells you what Advanced Analysis is and what it does. You need to start Advanced Analysis, and it creates a separate tab for you. It is working right now to load your data and understand your data. And once it's done, it will essentially tells you that, hey, I'm done um, uh, reading the data. What do you want me to do? It gives you some suggestions, but if you're doing this, I am assuming that you have some idea of what kind of bar charts you want to create. Let's say that not bar charts, some kind of charts you want to create, or some kind of figures you want to create, or what kind of analysis you want to do. Let's assume that you want to create a bar chart that shows the number of culverts by different materials, concrete, metal, plastic, so on and so forth, and missing data. I'm gonna write that prompt over here that tells Copilot to create that bar chart for me. It is going to work on it. So remember that Python is doing the processes, and after a couple of seconds is going to give me a chart based on my data that tells me, if I zoom in, that tells me that I'm going to zoom out. There we go. So for example, metal, how many colors are metal, how many are concrete, so on and so forth. So this is a cool way of generating these graphs. You can always ask Copilot if you don't like the x-axis label or y-axis label, it will change it for you. Now, you can even create more creative charts. Let's say that we want to generate a stacked bar chart that distinguishes different culvert types or shapes based on the material. So if I do this, you will see what I'm talking about. It is going to create that chart right over here, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see that better. Perfect. Okay, so these are different types of culvert material, and different colors represent different shapes. And it gives you an understanding of what shapes are represented in each of these culverts.